Hello everyone. I'll turn that down a bit. Alright, there we go. Everything GT3 goes on. It does, Cosmic, it does. I will. It's just ridiculous. It's okay, not long to go. Not long to go. Also, please check out Cosmic Green. Dude's awesome. He does the same thing I do, but with NTSC consoles on NTSC PS2 on Twitch. So anyway, without further ado, is this chat working? It probably isn't working. It's gotten really annoying as of late. Oh no, there we go. It all just popped up. Look at that. Fantastic. Anyway, first things first. So I'm going to be using the ZZ2. Change the oil, thank you. Let's give it a wash. Pretty. So I've been bashing out some short games lately, looking for a long game to play. This is a long game to play. So is there a campaign mode to this? Yes, there is. This GT mode is the campaign mode for Gran Turismo. Basically, you got to go through. I don't know if you've been watching any of my videos for it. Excuse me. But you basically have to play through every single race of these. As you can see, I've got gold in all these. Gold in all those, or in the championships anyway. There are some races I've failed, but I got gold, as you can see. And then you got I've done all the rally events. All the rally events are done. I think I need 2 more endurance races, so I need the Grand Valley and the Laguna Seca and the Roadster one. Those are the only 3 that I need. And then right now I'm doing the professional one. Just about all the leagues, are they same or they're more difficult? They start getting very hard. Beginner league's fine. It's a bit tough, but because you're only starting off. But when you start getting newer cars and more money, then it makes the amateur league a bit easier. But professional league is just brutal. So I've done mostly everything in the professional league except for the Gran Turismo All-Stars. This is what I'm doing now, is the All Japan GT Championship. And then I still have the Polyphony Digital Cup, Like the Wind, and Formula GT, which is going to be brutal. So let's start with the Japanese GT one. This is what we were doing this live stream. And let's get it going. It's probably going to take about 2.5 hours, so let's get to it. This game is amazing. Gran Turismo 3 is amazing. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it. I buy it someday. It's quite cheap as well to pick up. There were so many copies of this sold. I think almost everyone had a copy of this. Games like these feel incomplete without some Euro beat in the background. Yeah, basically. This is like early 2000s, that's what this is. And yeah, 15 laps. This is, yeah, the professional league is most of the time is minimum of 10 laps, and tyre wear is on, so you have to worry about tyre wear. So you have to sort of time your pit stops. The AI is much better in these ones, and yeah, that's why I'm gonna live stream the championships, only because of how long they are. Makes it easier to sort of not just drift off falling asleep just playing this. I get to talk to you guys about it. I was never into racing games as a kid. Well, I sort of got forced to play this. When I was younger, I accidentally dropped my PlayStation 2 while like taking it to a friend's house. And the only game my PlayStation 2 would play was this game. So I basically grew up on Gran Turismo 3 without, you know, having to smack my PS2 a couple of times to sort of get it to work. And then my parents bought me a new PS2 for Christmas. But yeah, no, I spent a good half a year playing just this game. Played Colin McRae Rally, but that's about it. Oh yeah. I think another game I've been playing is that WRC Rally Evolved. It's actually quite fun. Was it played on the channel yet? WRC World Rally Evolved. You know, the video gets published on Monday for the first episode anyway. Oops. Unless you're referring to Colin McRae Rally. If so, then I haven't played that yet. Alright, 4 laps down. A million more to go. So he's making the other races look like jumps. Well, I have to. The only issue is these guys, they're brutal. You have to sort of get a car that outdoes them, or else they will just stomp all over you. And there's no fun, and then I don't win, and then it's like, what was the whole point of wasting 2.5 hours to lose? So I might as well go in there winning, knowing I'm going to win, or hopefully knowing I'm going to win. I'm here for the gold. Let's see if I can hold out to over halfway before pitting in. Should be able to, but I can already feel my tyres starting to give way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do too. Yeah, I'll probably pit in here. Nice and easy. Hey Anjin, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, that's right, your holiday starts today. From work starts today. How fantastic. Now time to put up your feet and do nothing for 2 weeks. Or go on vacation, whatever you're doing for 2 weeks. Best part is it's a paid holiday, so I'm basically getting paid to watch this right now. It's a wonderful thing. That is a wonderful thing. Yep, living the dream. Okay, not important. This ZZ2 has been a lifesaver compared to my other cars. This thing's actually got great acceleration. The handling's actually quite good on it too. This thing might be the thing that ends up finishing this game for me. Oops, oh, all good. Although I will attempt to do the Formula GT with one of the Polyphony Digital Formula 1 cars. Let's see how that goes. I know that won't be easy. That'll probably be the hardest thing to do in the game. Oops. I think my favourite car in this has been the Griffith 500. Really? I hate that car. That car handles like terribly. It looks cool, but other than that, it's fast, but it just handles terribly. Or I'm just terrible with it. I don't know. Handled alright for me. I messed around with the brake balance, oops, hang on, and the LSD to try to make it more stable after watching you skid around in it. Okay. Maybe I should have played around with that, but who's got the time? I don't know if anyone gets that reference. Who's got the time? I'm still not totally sure how all the tuning works. The in-game descriptions are not the best. No, they've been translated from Japanese, so they're good but not perfect. It gives you sort of like a the gist of how things work, and that's about it. Probably why I haven't touched the LSD or anything. I'm just like, I'm not going to worry about it. It will probably be different whenever I get around to the Formula 1 games, because those games are going to be tough, like strict, rule-heavy regulations and stuff like that to abide by, and the cars are going to be unforgiving. Oops. I think that sort of means, like, one of them is like, changing this will affect the car's performance. I think it just means like the overall performance, like you'll be able to feel the performance change. I don't know, but then again, who knows? Oops. I was playing a bit of GT5 last night. It feels so strange compared to this game. It really does. It's it handles so much differently. So does Gran Turismo 7. They all just like keep advancing on the handling of the game, which means a good thing, I suppose. This does feel like nowadays this game feels a bit more arcadey compared to the later titles. Some problem, I had no problem getting back into this after playing 5, but I find it really hard, I find it really hard to adjust to 5 after playing 3. I don't understand it either. I feel the same way with going from this to 7. Had to like relearn how to play the game to play 7, and then come back to this and it's like, oh, easy. Dang it. Alright, the first race down. That was only 27 minutes. A whole 30k for that. Fantastic. $30,000. Next race. Excuse me. 20 laps? Oh my god. think the Raid Brig NSX was the car I used for the amateur version of this. It was pretty good. Oh yeah. She's so small. Yeah, yeah. Feels like heaven. Yeah, it is a good song. I like it. I like all the songs on Gran Turismo. On Gran Turismo 3 anyway. They're so recognisable. I've never heard them anywhere else apart from this game. And they're actually proper bands as well. Of my full cover of this song. Yeah, when I die. You've heard my Singstar cover. You may have watched some of my Singstars. I cannot sing to save my life. I haven't seen them actually, but now I'll have to check them out. Okay. I apologise in advance. I really do. I'm as monotone as you can get, and I cannot sing. And yeah, it definitely shows during those. I enjoy myself though. That's all that counts. But I'm not looking forward to like the country exclusive Singstars, like Singstar Schlager, which is the German version of Singstar, and it's got a whole bunch of German songs on there. Singstar De Totenhausen is a band in Netherlands, I think. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to those. Especially like Singstar Bollywood, because I feel like I'm going to do it, and I'm going to offend an entire country, so we'll see what happens. I don't think anyone who's ever played Singstar has sang well while doing it. Except for the people that they use to advertise the game, I suppose. Get professional singers in to advertise the game. Or maybe not, they're average Joes as well. Australian YouTuber issues formal apology to people of India after release. Yeah, okay. I apologize. I am sorry. I did not mean to imitate your country. I was just following the rules of the Singstar game. I am sorry. Had a bit of a Ring of Red moment with the Yakuza the other day. Lost 2 hours worth of grinding because I died and the game doesn't let you save in a dungeon. Ah, that's brutal. I still haven't gone back to Ring of Red. Someone said that you can save mid-game in Ring of Red, and honestly I didn't even want to go back and like test the theory out. The game is, I don't know, like some people think the game is amazing. All credit to them, like they can love the game if they want, but I don't know what it is, but that game just rubs me out the wrong way. It really does. It just looks very slow. It is very slow. Oh, it is very slow. It just feels slow as well. Having Nam flashbacks in my head. But then again, like I said the same thing about Sitting Ducks. When I started playing through Sitting Ducks, I hated the game. It was frustrating and hard. Excuse me. And just an all-round annoying. But then I went back to it, and I found it awesome and fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it until the end of the game, so I don't know. I was like that at first with the first Resident Evil game. Resi game, yeah. Once I got past constantly dying and getting lost, it was really good. So you have to reach like a point in the game where it's like, oh man, this game is fantastic. It reminds you of like a more recent game that came out called Days Gone. Everyone was bagging the game Days Gone and saying, oh, it's boring, it's nothing happens, blah blah blah. But like, sure, for the first like 6 to 8 hours of the game, it's pretty bland. But honestly, the story of Days Gone and the whole game in general is one of my favorite games on PS4, sorry. I highly recommend Days Gone to everyone, and not to give up in the first part of the game. I really, it's so good, so good. I'd like to play Days Gone. I highly recommend it. It's also like a 40-50 hour game, so I mean, yeah, but you were also very frustrated with playing God Hand. I watched the streams. There are parts in God Hand which are just absolutely annoying, but I mean, like, Days Gone is still good, and those first bits of the first 6 to 8 hours are still good. It's just not as, it's just a bit slow. Then it all speeds up and all builds up after that point, and gets really good. Oops. Just started writing stuff down to stop me from getting lost in Resident Evil 1. I think that's really how they expected you to play it. They expect you to like try and figure it out and write it down and then figure out as you go along. Probably the smart way to play it, really. I don't have the patience for slow burn games. Honestly, there are some absolutely amazing games like that. But yeah, no, if you don't have the patience, then I wouldn't recommend it. You just come out there going, like, why did you tell me about this game? It was shit. All I did was nothing for the first bit of it, and I just turned it off. And then I'd say, like, well, the good part's really about to come up to it, and it's gonna get even amazing, and you're like, ah, screw it. And you won't never play it again, so best you don't. Oh, my bad. Sometimes you get the opposite and then you keep waiting for the good part to come. But then credits roll without it ever materializing. Yes, I've experienced that as well. Like games that have like so much like potential, but I sort of don't reach it. Or games where you're expecting it to be like something else, but it's because it's its own game, you sort of forget about that. Like when I played the Callisto Protocol, I played through the Callisto Protocol. I enjoyed the game, but the entire time I felt like, oh man, Dead Space did this, Dead Space did that. But I should like looking at it as its own thing. It's not as good, but I still enjoyed it because it's overshadowed by this monster called Dead Space. Excuse me. So did you end up finishing Strawberry Shortcake, Cosmic? Two hours 35 minutes. Ah, nice. Metal Gear Solid 5 was like that. Oops, oh jeez. I'd heard people say the end was disappointing, but it didn't prepare me for how disappointing it really was. I have not finished that one though. I got about 3/4 into it and I was like, oh man, this feels like the same thing over and over again. Like I was enjoying it, but it wasn't like anything crazy. Have you chosen your next game you're playing as well, Cosmic? I agree. Metal Gear Solid 3 was amazing. The original Metal Gear Solid though is still fantastic as well. I did enjoy Metal Gear Solid 4. It was I didn't mind it. There was a lot of cinematics in it, but apart from that, the gameplay was really good. Okay, yeah, no worries. So yeah, and I got Metal Gear Solid 4 when it first came out as well. That's when I got my PS3, big old fat PS3. I got the with Metal Gear Solid 4 bundled with it. Not the actual console skin or whatever, just like the game was bundled with it when I got it. Just wish I had more gameplay, which was really good, really good. Which is why I really want to keep getting into Death Stranding. I want to try and actually like play Death Stranding properly. The last time I played it, I played a good fair chunk of it, but then I stopped. Now I feel like I really gotta like start again whenever I play it again. I don't really want to do that because the start's so annoying, but yeah. I remember one girl in high school realizing she was a lesbian after she saw the boss. Oh, there you go, that's a way of doing it. I do not disagree either, but hey. That last fight is so emotional as well. Everything builds up to that, and it's just like, you don't want to do that. Actually, here's the question I'm going to give you guys. On PS2, there were 2 editions of Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. You had Metal Gear Solid 2, and then Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, and then Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. Now, would you say that I would have to play each version on the channel? Or just play the base version and not worry about the second release version of them? They do add other stuff, but I don't know how important the extra added stuff actually is. Play the upgraded version. Yeah, I have to see like what the major changes are for it, or if it actually changes anything too crazy. When you play 3, are you going to do the end skip? So, probably not. I'm going to try and defeat him properly, which is so hard. I will tell you, it is not... I've never ever been able to defeat the end without doing the skip. I've never been able to do it. It is so hard to do. But I would love to try and give it a proper shot. What about yourself? Substance adds some extra levels where you play as Snake, and Subsistence completely changes Metal Gear Solid 3's camera So it's more like 4. Oh, okay. Took you like an hour as a kid. I bet. Unless I was just like impatient. Maybe I did. I remember. All I remember is it not being easy at all. DSP fighting the end is one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen in a Let's Play. DSP. Who's DSP? Probably leave it to a chat poll when I get to it. Yeah. Seems fair. The snake levels aren't part of the story though, they're accessed through the main menu separately. DSP is a guy who is infamously bad at games. He tried to fight the end with a shotgun and missed like 10 shots in a row on him when he was winded right in front of him. Oh god. I remember shooting this bird. I remember that. Like, brief, like, it's been a long time since I played it. But I do remember shooting this bird. And seeing a video where you can shoot the end on the pier, and if you shoot him with a sniper rifle, he just explodes and a tire comes flying at you. The best part was when he managed to alternate between shooting to the right and left of him. Huh. He would have dozens of compilation vids of him being trash. Okay. Hours long. Ugh. That's how you were bad at games. Is he just doing it on purpose for content, or is he just bad at games in general? He's just bad. Not just a game, but in life in general. Oh, he's not just bad, he's a complete tool about literally everything he does. Which sounds fantastic. Why would I want... My bad. DSP isn't the final boss of Let's Plays, he's the bad ending. Alright. Before I do the next race, I'm going to get myself another drink. I'll be back. Alright. Oh no. This is gonna take about half an hour. Oh, here we go. It's just like the worst course to do 15 laps on. It really is. Okay, someone's excited. Alright. Is this NASCAR? No, this is like bigger than NASCAR. This is ridiculous. This is, you have to hold your thumbstick in a specific location so you don't hit max speed accidentally and overload the car and it just goes down. You just gotta basically have a balancing act for half an hour. Because I use my my thumbstick as the accelerator, it makes things a lot more easier to keep it there instead of pressing X. I'm going to drive and drive and I'm going to turn to the left sometimes. Basically. a slight directional turn to the left. Okay, so 44 is my max. So I hang around 42. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, accelerating the stick proves so much better because it is less strain on your thumb when you're just holding in the X button the entire time. It's one of the major things I make sure I try and do in racing games, because the thumbstick makes things a million times easier for me, because it just starts hurting after a while by pressing the X button for too long, just holding it down. So I just enjoy having the thumbstick as the accelerator. Oops. I play manual transmission, so I get the added excitement of pressing R2 like 5 times when I play this track. Yay! That was like D-Unit Drag Racer. No, sorry, Drag Racer USA. Well, the transmission is 100% manual and you can't change that. You have to time it perfectly, or else you get the AI just automatically just overtakes you. It's ridiculous. I hated that game. Especially the moment I found out that all the AI was on rails. They weren't even racing, they were just being on a set route. Sorry. One of those Phoenix games I'm looking forward to seeing about to is Wide Fan Racer. It looks almost totally unplayable. Yes, I'm not looking forward to replaying it, but I'm gonna have to. But I know it's gonna be a bad time. Ford Shelby GT, hello, how you doing? Yep, a GT3 stream. It's better to stream the championships on the professional championships than it is to actually just record the video, because it's a lot more boring if I'm just recording the video by myself, and it's much better if I'm just chatting to all these friendly people here. Makes it less boring because of how long the races are. Only Phoenix can make a racing game with roads that aren't wide enough for an overtake. Only, yes, absolutely. I still think I'm the only person that has fully unlocked every championship mode in that game. My bad. Is that a title that you want to have though? Maybe there's a reason no one else did it. It's also, I'm also probably the only person that's completed the game Skyscraper on PS2 as well, but yes, I'll gladly have that title. Gladly. Skyscraper was another terrible, not a Phoenix game, just a Midas game. A Skyscraper was just a game full of puns and bad gameplay. That's all. I watched your Snapper 2 playthrough the other day. The game is a piece of art. That game is something else. That there is being classed as like one of the worst games on PS2. That game is just, yeah. I like to watch an unedited playthrough of it to figure out time spent watching credits reels versus time actually playing the game. I'm trying to think now. It's been a long time since I played that game though. I definitely don't have the I definitely don't have the unedited versions left. I always delete those. But I'm only limited on space, so. Marco, hello. How are you today, good sir? Oh, that's right. The credits before. Yep. You know, to show how many people worked on each one of those. And actually, no, I really should have released an unedited version of my Stuntman playthrough of how many times I failed certain stunts in Stuntman, because that game is hard. I wouldn't have wanted my name associated with that game anyway, any more than was strictly necessary. Yes. Even then, just use a different alias. All these people are popping in on the probably the most boring race in this championship. I apologise. Not much I can do about it. It's only the third race in as well. Still got 7 more races after this. What are you doing? Dave Fakeman, who lives at 123 Fake Street. Oh, I always sing along when I play this. Again, I do it during the normal recordings, but because I basically don't really say anything anymore during the recordings of these games, because what's the point? I've said what there is to say the previous 50 odd episodes. It's just silent, really. Yeah, I always sing along to it. Same with on Burnout 3. I loved Burnout 3, the music was so good. But I had to disable like 1 or 2 songs on Burnout 3 because I would always block the video, so it's easier just to disable the songs. Same as in Need for Speed Underground, I had to get rid of one of the songs on Need for Speed Underground. It's the first thing I check for those types of games, when if I can like disable certain songs. I like to record the game with the music, where people are like nostalgic about the whole music that they're playing, because Burnout Revenge soundtrack. I haven't played Burnout Revenge. I have all 4 Burnout 4? I have all 5 Burnout games on PS2, but I've only really played Burnout 3. I think I played a bit of Burnout Dominator way back in the day, but the other 4 I haven't really touched. The other 3 I haven't really touched. But on this channel I completed the entirety of Burnout 3 and got gold in every single mission. That was fun. That took a long time. That was fun. Just like this is taking a long time as well, trying to get gold in every single event. Also, I don't ask this at all usually, but if you could like the video, or like the stream I should say, it sort of helps with the algorithm in some weird way. I don't know how, but the more likes the better. You don't have to. It would be helpful. Thank you if you do. And also, I don't know why the song Yellow Car Breathing is in Yellow. Oh man, I played so much Flat Out 2, but I never played the actual main game. I always played the mini games where I'm throwing my ragdoll corpse at the as high as I can. But I remember that. I remember the music so much. Because again, it was one of the few games I had back in the day, which I still currently own that copy of it as well. But no, I don't ever play the mini-game part, I never play the main game. Which again, I'll be playing on this channel at some stage. I already offered my like to the algorithm gods. Why thank you, Anjin. Then again, like, when you think about why are certain songs in certain games, it reminds me of a game I recently finished called Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. It was actually not that bad of a game. Music was pretty cool in some places, but the credits reel for that song is none other than People Equal Shit by Slipknot. Don't know why, but that is the end credit song. I don't know about you guys, but I could personally go for another 50 laps of this, maybe even more. Of course you could. There's probably going to be about 50 laps overall in total for this whole championship left to go, but not of this race. I've almost got 4 more laps to go. It's already taken 18 minutes. Tentacle's just so much fun. I'm not sure why they bothered making other tracks, to be honest. Well, the game would be rather boring when you're doing this with like 84 horsepower cars, and it takes 5 minutes to get around the track once. Ooh, I see 2 cars in the distance. Don't know if you can see that. So how bad are the endurance races? Honestly, the championships are worse. This has already taken me an hour and a half. I would have already finished. There is no 100 laps of test course. No siree. The closest I think is 100 miles of super speedway, but you can bash that out in an hour and a half. See, the last video, episode 57, was the Seattle course, 100 miles Seattle. I finished it in less than an hour. See, I didn't know that. The whole, like, save it and come back later thing. I had no idea. I just thought, like, there's no point now. I'm basically almost at the end of the game, hopefully. Just a couple more. I will be streaming this every Sunday, by the way. I want to try and finish this game. So I'll be doing normal episodes of it. And I'll also be streaming it every Sunday just to finish this game. Just because, I don't know, I've been playing it for about a year now, I think. And there's a lot of episodes of it, and it's just taking a long time. I'm sure people want me to be done with it, so, finished with it. So I'm going to put a bit more effort into this one to finish it. And leave a long break before I even think about trying Gran Turismo 4. Might as well pit, why not, right? It's been well over a year. I'm pretty sure it has. I'll have to check the my start date on my sheet. The first video was published on 14th of October 2021. Wow, so it's been well over a year. Damn. Jesus. I'm still enjoying it. I'll tell you that one. This game is so good. I'm still enjoying it. Even though it's been so long that I've been playing it, I still really enjoy this game. I'd hate this game if I was going to try and get gold in every single license, and that's not going to happen. So screw that. Oh yeah, this game is definitely one of the best on PS2. It's still, if you look at the top games of all time, this is in the top 5, I'm pretty sure. I like how GT4 had a New York racetrack. Here's a fun fact. I've never played Gran Turismo 4. I've never played it. I don't know why I never played it. It's weird. I skip numbers. I played this one. I played 5, and I played 7. I never played 4 or 6, or Sport. But Sport was a spin-off, so I never really played it anyway. It's the second best-selling game on the console. Oh yeah, 100%. Again, behind San Andreas. That reminds me, Ford Shelby. There's a game on PS2 called New York Race. It's basically the Fifth Element racing. Yeah, I played heaps of Gran Turismo too. But after 3, I skipped numbers. Papa's having a bad dream. This is the last lap. Huzzah, finally. GT2 has one of my favourite back-of-the-box claims. Unparalleled realism, looks real, feels real, smells real. Well, I mean, technically it does smell real because you're holding a physical case that smells real, but aside from that, you can't smell anything else. My favourite childhood memory is watching Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the flying vehicle cheat. I used to love the flying vehicle cheat in Grand Theft Auto 3, where you'd get the tank, aim the tank backwards and start shooting, and you'd just fly around with the tank just blowing stuff behind you. Ah, memories. Sadly, after playing the game, I can report that the smells real part was a lie. It's finished. Oh, my thumb. Oh. Another 30k, thank you. Probably will be hearing from my lawyers in the coming days. Oh no. I hate this race. This is what this is probably my least favorite track. 15 laps of this. No, I'm sorry. I had to retry this course so many times back when I started. It's not an easy course. It's probably one of the harder courses in the game, if not the hardest course. Yeah. So there's a reason I just don't like it. There's so many tight corners in this game, in this level. Sorry, in this race, I should say. And it's just on stuff like this can really screw you over. like that. Like he just slammed right into the wall. Oh, and the collision is like off as well. There's like the collision box is outside of the actual thing itself. I'd say this and Côte d'Azur are the toughest. Yeah, Côte d'Azur is really... See, I like Côte d'Azur though, compared, like, much more compared to this. It's a harder track, but it's a lot more fun. Laguna Seca can be a bit tricky with that one turn after the hill. That hill, yeah, that descent right after the massive, like, long speed up is ridiculous. And that's probably up there as one of my other hated courses. I don't like Laguna Seca. I'm not looking forward to the not looking forward to the endurance race for it either. to a GT40 while driving around the other day. That is definitely not something you see very often. You don't realise how wide that car literally is. It's huge. And it's so low to the ground. I got told off from the instructor for staring at it. Totally worth it. When are you going to see another one of those in the wild? I think there's a glitch in GT2 and I can have a GT40 race meant for far weaker cars and it makes it unwinnable. I bet it wouldn't. Ah, nuts. Figsy, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing fantastic. Almost halfway through a championship. It's almost been 2 hours. So yeah, doing good. How about yourself? Apparently it's the series producer's favourite car. Watching the FA Cup. FA Cup. Ah, yes. GT3 is an absolute classic. As you can tell on episode 58, I'm pretty far into the game. I've only got like 3 more endurance races to do, and I think this plus a few more. Well then, and a few more championship races, sorry. So I heard a big old like psst, and I was like, what the hell is that? And then my dog sat up and looked at her butthole and was like, oh yes, there you go. But GT4 is the best racing game of all time for me personally. I've never played GT4 yet. I will at some point. It won't be anytime soon because of how long it's taken me to complete this game. But I'll definitely be getting around to it at some stage. Personally, I'm more of an action girl. I've played that game engine. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, I've heard about the 24-hour races. It's something I'm not looking forward to, but I'm also sort of looking forward to at the same time. I won't be doing 24-hour streams because honestly, I've attempted it before. I can't remember exactly what the game number was, but I did a game called Le Mans 24-hour, and I thought I'll do a live stream for that, doing it for 24 hours. I got about 6 or 7 hours in before I realised the game is absolutely unwinnable unless you actually complete the rest of the game and unlock all the cars. So I did a cheat to unlock all the cars and chose the best car and started again 6 hours in. So it was a waste of time. I basically got to the next morning and I just had to give up. It sucked. What sucked even more was the fact that YouTube does not save live streams longer than 12 hours. And all that live stream that I did was all gone, lost to history. It's a shame. Unless you were there, you wouldn't really know what happened. Can you save the move with 20? Ah, the Nürburgring is in there as well. That's a fun race. Oh, jeez. It's going to be one of those things where I just have to leave the console on and get back to it next time. Oh, damn it. Tell you what, people must really enjoy Gran Turismo live streams. There's been 141 people viewed this live stream. It's crazy. I've heard B-Spec wasn't the best in GT4. The drivers would just refuse to overtake, even if the car was way more powerful. I loved B-Spec in Gran Turismo 5. I loved it so much that I played B-Spec more than I did normal A-Spec. I don't know, I just really enjoyed B-Spec. Any pickups lately? Not really. There is one. I don't think you can see it. You can, sort of. Where is it? Here. It's just Beautiful Joe. I picked it up recently. That's the only one I picked up. I do have a Facebook page where I post my pickups, but I usually don't post a pickup unless I get a whole bunch. So it just sits there on the shelf, on that part of the shelf, until it gets a bit more packed of more games, and then I do a post on Reddit and stuff. I added extreme quads to the collection this week. Gotta love Phoenix games. Oh, I gotta love Phoenix games. You're in it and just don't use Facebook much? Ah, yeah, that's fine. I'm actually doing a thing on there at the moment where I'm posting a random game for my collection every day. I got it from an idea of someone who did the same thing on their personal Facebook page last year. They would post a random gaming collection pick every day, and I thought, you know what, that'd be fun to do for my PS2 channel. So I'm doing that a daily thing for that as well. I remember when I was a Gran Turismo 4 stream, the Cadillac Tien was driving so well. Beautiful Joe is good, just be ready for a challenge. I got the Resident Evil 4 Steelbook. Ah yes, posted on the Discord, yeah. I tried that on Instagram, but I'm slack. Honestly, looking at the stats, I get hundreds of views, hundreds of impressions on Facebook, and I get like 15 on Instagram. It makes no sense. We were talking about Phoenix games beforehand, where I just recently finished Drag Racer USA. It's a terrible game, but I am the only one on YouTube to be fit to have finished it, so Instagram sucks. Okay, cool, I'm not wrong then. Love the cover of that one. Yeah, that's probably the best thing of the game. The entire game is a grind and a half. You have to unlock the championships by unlocking cars. It doesn't tell you what cars you have to unlock for. But I just assumed like the more expensive ones, and it worked. But it took me so long to grind for them. Best part about doing NTSC games is that I never have to play Phoenix games. I own like a handful of PS1 games. I don't own any Phoenix games PS1 games at the moment. Yeah, but like NTSC also got like the Neopets game, and I'm like, I'd love to play the Neopets game. And Grandia 3. We never got Grandia 3 over here. Also, Cosmic Greed does the same thing I'm doing on Twitch.
Yeah, my Japanese is trash.
My bad. And I recommend checking out Figsy as well. Figsy, I'm sure this is your channel. I know Neopets is still going. I actually played it recently. You should follow Figsy as well. Figsy does some awesome finds and does hosts a PlayStation Collectors podcast, which is actually really cool. I used to play Neopets so much back in the day. I've been waiting for like an app on the phone just so I can play it whenever. Because a lot of the games don't work on the new that don't work on Chrome on phones because they require JavaScript and well, not JavaScript, Flash, and Flash has been basically taken down, so they're having to rebuild every game. We have a special guest on the show January 29th, don't miss it. I'm really looking forward to it actually. Emma Jadora, she was hot. Man, I cannot remember. I just remember trying to get the cool Neopets that you could never ever get, like the dinosaur one. Like no matter what, like you check it every day and you can never get the new cool Neopets. You have to stick with the more basic ones. How's the heat over East, Figsy? I know it's starting to get horrible here at the moment. Night times are just... I hate summer and the nights are just the worst. What is it? It's like... What is it? Oh, only 18 degrees, but I can feel it being humid. Ah, lucky. The humidity just rises down in Perth nowadays. It's just 34 degrees and humid, and it just absolutely sucks. Yeah, our aircon is on 24/7 as well. It's just I waste all my money on synergy bills because of summer. It says 18 and cloudy, but I can just like I can feel the humidity. I can feel myself sweating. It's 6 here. I love winter. I absolutely love winter. It gets way too hot here. Dry heat is fine. It's the humidity that absolutely kills me. Meanwhile, the UK is -9 or -10. Damn, that is a cold snap. Meanwhile, UK is dark and depressing as usual. I'll take dark and depressing over blazing hot skin cancer sun any day. It's the days when it's like 40 odd degrees and you walk outside and the wind is as hot as it is. So there's like a 40-degree wind blowing in your face. It's like you just open the oven and there's the wind. Saturday morning garage sales looking for games on a cold winter morning. That's the best. That sounds amazing. Think about like in the winter, like you just put more layers of clothing on you can get warm. In summer you could literally run around naked and still be like sweating your balls off because it's so hot. My country is not winter. You can't get cold easy. No, you cannot. You have to like have your aircon blaring. Ford Shelby, does your country not get a winter at all, or are you in the southern hemisphere and a country in the southern hemisphere? I would love to live in Tasmania. Tasmania looks absolutely beautiful. Like, I'd love to visit Tas. Live in Chile. Okay, yeah, so you're the same as us, so... Because me and Figsy both live in Australia, so... In December through to February is summer. We're in the northern hemisphere, it's all winter at the moment. We're only 5,000 kilometers, 50,000 kilometers apart. I live in Santiago. Cool. Oh, there you go. That was quick. See, talking to guys watching and all that sort of stuff makes these races a lot more easier to do, especially these championships. Anyway, because we cracked 2 hours already, and they've only just finished the 4th race. Next race. I'm 20 laps of Laguna Seca. You gotta be kidding me. It's like one bad racetrack to another. Classic track, yeah, absolutely, but it's definitely not one of my favourites. Same as Special Stage Route 11, the previous race. I just can't. I'm just over those tracks. Oh, dude, really? Take that back. Oopsie, I turned that terribly. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a terrible turn, but anyway. Spent a good hour in license school, doing a license school. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the 200 miles endurance race I have to do for this one. Okay, this car does not like to do that turn at full speed. That was much better. Have you seen the Gran Turismo HD concept install disc before? I only know of the HD Gran Turismo. Oh wait, no. Is that the one on PS3, or was that actually a HD version of concept on PS2? Yes, I've seen that. I think I... No, I don't own it, but I have seen it. Yeah, it's like a silver box. I've seen it with a silver case. I've seen it before, but I never realized how rare it actually was. So I owned it at one stage. I don't know why I got rid of it. Can be my Instagram pick of the day. Oh jeez, smash. Did you know that GT4 and Tourist Drive are the only games that can run in tape? That's a lie, Engine. You're missing a couple of games. It's red. I'm thinking of Prologue, not Concept. My apologies. I haven't seen the Concept HD then. So there are a couple more games that actually play in 1080p to 1080i on PS2. One of those games is Jackass the Game that plays in 1080i, and I cannot remember the other one, but there is I'm pretty sure there's 4 games. I know Jackass the Game plays in 1080i. I know that much. It's like games that you can use keyboard and mouse for on PS2. There's more than you think. Was given out at game conference in Japan in 2007. Around 2,000 copies exist. The game featured 1 track and 20 games. The game was cancelled when they made GT5. Very interesting. I love that sort of stuff. I was lied to, now I'll never trust again. Oh, 20 cars. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll look at it shortly whenever I can. This guy has been on my ass the whole time, the whole race. Uh-oh, I did that terribly. Maybe not, I saved it. All good. I think the most fun I've had on the Laguna Seca track was on Gran Turismo 7. Well, one of the licenses, was to have a Formula 1 car on this track, and you had to beat the gold time for the licenses. I tell you what, that was one of the hardest things I've had to do, and it was so much fun because you had to be like perfect position, and Formula 1 cars handle completely different compared to normal cars. So like you could go full blast through these corners, and they would turn on a dime. But that was fun. I don't know if anyone's ever ever played Gran Turismo 7. Apparently NHL 2000 and something, and Valkyrie Profile 2 are the other two. That's according to a wiki, so take it with a grain of salt. Yes. I don't know about the NHL one, but maybe. But that means that maybe NBA 2K10 can as well, but who knows really. Took me an hour for bronze. Yeah, that was... I only need one more trophy to platinum Gran Turismo 7. I've gotten everything else, and that's the whole legendary cars thing, which is just stupid. But that gold trophy on that Laguna Seca one was like that felt really good. But getting gold on everything was fantastic. I'm slowly playing GT7. It's a great game. I think it's fantastic. The menu system's a bit weird, but I got used to it. Like 20 hours into it, bought it day one. Yeah, I bought it day one as well. Yeah, I couldn't stop playing. It was fantastic. As you can tell, me getting all the trophies except for one. But yeah. Chelsea game starting now. I'm gonna go, man. Have a good night. See ya, Figsy. Have a great night. Enjoy the game. Thanks for dropping by. Oh yeah, the graphics in GT7 are absolutely amazing. I got it on PS5, and it looks like amazing, absolutely amazing. And the photo mode is just unreal. So yeah, check out Figsy's channel, because he invited me onto his podcast on January 29th, so I'm looking forward to doing that podcast with him as a guest. Can't compare it to Forza. See, I still think Forza and Gran Turismo are two completely different games. One's an arcade racer, one's a simulator. But I still think the graphics in GT7 are just the best to come out of any racing game so far. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Gotta get your tires changed, buddy. I love the feeling of grinding in GT. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by grinding? Like, just like racing over and over again, or? Mr. Puffy. I do love finding someone spinning around the track in this game. Yeah, it's always good. It's always funny when they don't go into the pit as well. Makes no sense. And this guy's really been on my back the whole time. I'm worried about pitting, so I feel like he's gonna be right. He's gonna take over. This is why I don't like this track. I don't know why. I'm just terrible at it. I think I might pit in now though, just to get it done. Oh, come on, AI. Alright, this is gonna be fun. We'll go down to third. Oh, jeez. Now it's gonna be interesting. Oops, oh jeez. You almost spun out. I sure hope they pit in this race though. Dang it. Did that absolutely terribly. Dang it. Why can't I get that turn down? Easy, easy, calm down. Oh god, he's gone. He's lost it. How's that yellow hasn't gone back into the pit yet? His tyres must be absolutely shot. Just gonna bump you there, I'm sorry. I'll definitely call up to the first, which has been fantastic. And if he pits in any time soon, then it's gonna make things a bit better. What was that? Oh, something flew underneath me. Ah, nuts. I'm gonna go for a walk for a bit, stretch my legs, see you later. The stream is still going when I'm back. No worries, I'm about to take a short break too after this race because it's been going for 2.5 hours and the dog is bugging me at the moment, so no worries, engine, enjoy your walk. I might see you later. I got a sneaking suspicion that this guy is not going to pit, so I'm going to have to try and overtake him. Got 2 laps to do it. Come on, make a comeback. I'm definitely trying. I shouldn't have done this. Oh no, there we go. Nope. I took the inside lane. I gotta take the outside to the in. Alright, now I've got to try and hold it. If it wasn't for your cheering words though, Cosmic, it would never have happened. Thank you for that. I bet he's gonna... Oh! That was my bad. He definitely spun out. He spun out big time. Oh, he's got a pit right now as well. No, he's not. Huh. Arta NXS. Maybe he is. No, he's pitting now. Oh, well, there you go. He's going to pit up at some stage. But I don't wanna talk about it anymore. Oh, hello there. Well, there's two of them in there. Well, that was a terrible turn. My bad. Huzzah! My gosh! Another 30k in the bag. I'm pretty set something up because I'm gonna take a short break. Where are we at? Alright. That doesn't work. Never mind. All good. That's fine. I'm going to leave it like this. I'll be back shortly. Just going to be playing the replay. I shall be back. I hope 5-10 minutes. I'll see you shortly. Alright, we're back. Ah, sorry about that. Alright, next race. Okay, 15 laps of trial mountains, not too bad. That's right, get out of my way. Oh, my bad. That sort of worked, I suppose. Dang it. Dang that turn, every time. Much better. definitely going to pit this lap as well, just in case. I'll make sure my tyres are all nice and good for the entire rest of the race. Alright, still in front, all good. Damn, just random itches. Worst timing as well whenever I'm driving. One day I hope to see the Loch Ness monster poke its head out when going down that hill, and you can overlook the river. One day I'll be able to see the Loch Ness monster. One day. Oh, there we go. Another 30k in the bank. Go off onto race 7. It's getting so late that I might have to do the okay, this is Rome. I think after this I'm gonna have to do the save the championship and come back to it later. Jeez. I know championships are long, but I did not expect the championship to be like 3-4 hours long. This is ridiculous. Oops. My bad. There's there's no roads in this one straight enough to be able to take a quick drink. And pausing is out of the question. Oopsie. Alright. 5 more laps to catch up to this guy. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. He is right on my ass, he is. Oh gee, that was terrible. Alright, this is the final lap of this, and I'm gonna have to save the championship, and hopefully I can get back into it next Sunday, where I can try and finish this championship. If I start the stream next week earlier, I might be able to squeeze in an endurance race as well while I'm at it. I'll have to see what happens. Alright. Everything's clicking. Alright, so let's see, got 3 more races, no, 2 more races to go, sorry. 3 more, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to save it. So I should be able to load it, right? Yes, you can. Perfect. Alright. I just realized what that has done. You have to create a separate save file for that. What I might do... is there room? No, hang on. Of course there's no space on that one. Right. It's okay, I got lots of memory cards. I might save it on this one, on the next one, and see what happens. So we have a save game on the right hand side and the championship on the left hand side. I don't know what's gonna work. I'm gonna try and load each one and see what happens. See what happens. Alright. That's it. I'm gonna end this live stream here. 3 more late races left of that championship. Oops, what am I doing? Wrong one. As you can see, doing very well indeed. So yes, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for joining in. I didn't realize it would go for so long. These championships, the professional championships, are getting ridiculously long now, which is insane. So yes, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I shall be seeing you in the next stream or video, so catch you then.